We need gold. Ricky Saints and Ethan Page promise a championship comeback on WWE NXT. Something interesting just happened on WWE NXT, and if you blinked, you might have missed the bigger story being told. Backstage, Ricky Saints approached Ethan Page with a simple question. What happened on Saturday? It wasn't just small talk. There was frustration in the air. Ethan Page didn't dodge the question either. He admitted he knew something was wrong the very moment the championship slipped out of his hands. That single moment said everything. Because suddenly, both men are standing there without titles. For two competitors who see themselves at the top of the food chain in NXT, that reality clearly doesn't sit well. Ricky Saints didn't waste time dwelling on the loss. Instead, he made something very clear. Neither of them currently hold gold, but that doesn't mean they won't for long. According to Ricky, tonight could change everything. If they win, they're right back in line for championship opportunities. Now that statement might sound confident on the surface, but there's another layer here that makes this situation fascinating. Ethan Page admitted the last 2 weeks have been rough. In his own words, they've simply sucked. But then he dropped a line that might reveal their entire mindset moving forward. Every dynasty has a slump. Think about that for a second. Dynasty. That's not the kind of word you throw around lightly in WWE. It suggests long-term dominance, a reign of power, a group or duo that defines an era. So when Ethan Page calls this recent stretch nothing more than a blemish on their record, it sounds less like an excuse and more like a warning. Because if Ricky Saints and Ethan Page truly believe they are building a dynasty, then what we're seeing right now might only be the beginning of their comeback story. And history in WWE has shown us something important. Sometimes the most dangerous competitors are the ones who just lost everything. Ricky closed the conversation with one final promise. They will be back in title contention. The real question now isn't whether they believe it. The real question is whether the rest of NXT is ready for what happens if they're right. So let me ask you something. If Ricky Saints and Ethan Page start winning again, should they chase singles championships or dominate NXT as a tag team and build the dynasty they're already talking about? Let me know what you think. And if you want more breaking WWE stories, backstage drama, and the biggest wrestling moments explained, stay locked in right here with 6ix9ine Sport. Because the next twist in NXT might already be unfolding.